But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Okay, folks, we are here. And today we're going to be playing a little bit of modded Rimworld. I don't know how popular this is going to be on Twitch, probably not very, but I just thought I'd do a little Twitch stream and see how it goes. I'm recording it at the same time as well, because why not? And we're playing Lord of the Rims. Yeah, I know, fun name. But it gives us some new options. As you can see, we have Lord of the Rims, Third Age Fellowship. That's a 9-character start. I don't think we'll do that one. We also have the Third Age Settlers, which is kind of a remix of the... Oh, it says here, a remix of the classic Rimworld experience. We have Hobbits, an unexpected colony. Elves, a new territory. Oh my, grows out why. And we also have Dwarves. And it's difficult to say no to the Dwarves, isn't it? Given the beard and the short stature, I think we're going to have to be the homeless Dwarves. That sounds fun, doesn't it? So let's click next. Let's see what we start with to take a look. It'll be a dwarf settlement, that's nice. You start with 4 people, chosen from a potential 8. You start with stone cutting, complex clothing, complex furniture, beer brewing, smithing, recurve bow, long blades. And hey, Khan, how you doing? Get a little bit of silver, which is always nice. Some 33 survival meals, so that'll keep us going for a bit. Some medicine, a giant boar and a grizzly bear. What's up? I've got a mod so I can ride those as well. Because you do. 3 pigs. They're probably not going to last long. Some armour. A bow. It doesn't appear that we've got much in the way of melee weapons. It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Falcon says, hey there, girl. I see that you've got the Lord of the Rings mod. I do indeed. Let's go next with the homeless dwarves. Now, we do have various different potentials here. I think we're going to go with the standard Cassandra classic storyteller. Cassandra creates story events on a classic increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events and then give breathing room, and then push more. As you do. We're going to go with commitment mode. We're not going to allow ourselves to reload. If we mess this up, that is the end of the game. Now, there is merciless mode. Let's see what merciless mode says. Merciless mode is a special game mode where every challenge is turned up to extreme levels. Merciless mode unlocks automatically when you reach specific milestones. I haven't got there yet, sadly. However, you can unlock it now. Ooh, this option is only recommended once you've played a high difficulty game or 2 and want to have a good chance at dying despite your best efforts. Well, I think that's probably a little bit much. So let's take a look at rough. Strive to survive on a rough, tough planet. Recommended for players with experience in Rimworld, still looking to play a rough story requiring skill to survive. I don't have any skill. There'll be good times and bad times, triumph and tragedy. It's all for the drama. We're going to go with rough. I'm going to regret that immensely, I imagine. Storyteller difficulty can be changed at any time, so if it does get too easy, I doubt whether that's going to be the case. Oh, Shadowslily, thank you so much for subscribing, my man. That's really good of you. Let's go for that setting. Now, Travellers sounds like a perfectly good seed. I think we might go for a 50% size world, and we'll generate it. It's going to take a minute or 2. So I'll have a sip of my delicious coffee. Magnificent. Unfortunately, we're on the instant coffee today because I haven't got any proper coffee. But I'll live. Shadowslily says, you still smell of mouldy cheese also. Well, you know. It is. Can't help that. The old tootsies. Right, okay, so, where do we want to start? Any suggestions from anyone? Now, we use the WASD keys to have a look around the world. God, that is a big world. Now, naturally, the elves are going to be relatively friendly with us. We can see down here, they're +10. Dwarves are going to be fairly friendly with us. And I imagine the hobbits are going to be pretty on key as well. Let's just take a look. Hobbits? Hobbitses? There we are, there's some. Yeah, they're fairly friendly with us. These guys probably won't be the Nagato. The purple tarpit aren't overly friendly. So, what kind of place do we want to start off in? Now, we've got arid shrubland here. We can take a look at the terrain. I'd like to start off somewhere with caves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit to see where the rocks are. The old Tiffidium Mountains. That sounds fun. Over here, I expect... Let's just take a look. There's a lot of rock here. Forage ability is pretty good. If we get a decent amount of growing time. Granite and marble there. I think I'd like something with limestone, ideally. Sandstone and marble. Sandstone's pretty okay as well. Caves. Special features caves. Ooh, this is nice. Forage ability is good. Movement difficulty is quite high. What about this one? No caves there, though, so here is going to have to be the spot. Potentially. This is a nice looking road as well. No caves, though. Oh, here's caves. Movement difficulty is okay. Still got 40 days. Temperature ranges from 2 Celsius to 27 Celsius. Seems a little easy, doesn't it? Do we want to go a little further north? What do you think, folks? What's this? Boreal forest. Forests of coniferous trees. Despite the harsh winters, boreal forests sustain a diverse population of small and large animals and have warm summers. That doesn't sound so bad, does it? Let's see if we can get somewhere with caves. Because we're dwarves, we need caves. Oh, that's desert, we don't want that. Ah, caves, here we go. Next to the road, that's temperate forest, however. And it's very, very close to... Oh, some elves, that's not so bad. Here we go. Now this does get very, very cold, and that's something that we're going to need to be aware of. Minus 14 degrees Celsius. Growing time, only 20 days there. Ooh, difficult. That is going to be difficult. The Brio Thicket. What do you think, guys? I think that's going to be it. Average disease frequency is fairly low, however, which is nice. A little bit less important when it comes to dwarves. Large hills, slate and granite. We're going to go for it. That's where we're starting. Now, hey Jarrell, how you doing? I'm going to be taking a look at these fine fellows, trying to choose the best. This guy's amazing at shooting. Let's see, he's steadfast, abrasive, and slothful. Slothful isn't something I really want. Oh wow, look at this guy. Jealous, not ideal. He's too smart. What does that do? Global learning factor is plus 75%. Mental break threshold is good as well. Ah, Barambur. And he likes everything. He's good. He's an okay medic. He's okay at shooting. Good at melee. Likes mining. Likes construction. Likes his plants. Barambur, you are our first choice. And you need to be renamed. Now, I'll be naming my my patrons as some of these dwarves. So we'll start with Draken, I believe. I'm going to be choosing any active patrons at random. So Draken has this one. Wonderful. There you go. Let's see what else we can find. You're slothful as well. I've got a lot of slothful guys. Chemical fascination, kind and a jogger. You're good at artistic and crafting. I'm not really a fan of that. You're great at cooking. Nimble, chemical fascination, and slothful. Why are you all slothful? What's all this about? Them dwarves. That's okay, Gerald. Don't you worry, my man. Does this mod disable sun lamps, by the way? I don't think it does, you know. I don't think it does. Right, so let's take a look. He's okay at medical. He's good with plants. Plants is something we're going to be able to use. He's steadfast, and he's a teetotaler. Actually, quite good. Decent at mining, decent at shooting, terrible at melee. He's not incapable of anything. I think Dwarfer is going to be our next one. And let's choose a name at random. I think we're going to go with Vanguard, because it's a fantastic name. Of VanguardGaming, of course. There you go, Vanguard. Overall, looking at our skills, intellectual's pretty poor. Construction is middling at best. Gloin! You're not incapable of anything. You're a masochist, which is Interesting. You're very artistic, good at crafting. What's our... We need somebody who's better at construction. Oh, you are amazing. Let's randomise you. You're good at construction. You're incapable of plant work. I think we could live with that, given that you're good at melee, good at shooting, good at construction, decent at mining, okay at cooking. What's our medical skill right now? 6. Okay. So you're going to be the third one. You're a careful shooter and a night owl. That's something we need to be aware of. And I believe we'll call you Lamech. There we go. Haven't checked whether these guys are male or female. Right, let's do some more randomising. Oh my god, 14 at mining! We need somebody who's a little more intellectual, I think. Okay, you're incapable of firefighting, we're not having that. Gul, have you been being considered house sharing, or would that end up like Bayshore? We haven't considered house sharing, and the reason for that is because we live in very different areas of the United Kingdom. My parents are both retired, and I feel like I need to be relatively close to them. Just in case they need anything. Family is all. Iron-willed, masochist, and kind. Incapable of none, which is fine. He's not a very good fighter, this fellow. Good at social. Good at intellectual. Very good at intellectual. But he likes construction and mining. How's our cooking skill? 9, that's fine. Oh, that's via Strofin. So we do need a dwarf that is able to cook. So, oh wow. Maybe we don't. That's just nice, isn't it? No, just keep going, it'll be fine. That's amazing at animals. 15 at cooking, incapable of none, careful shooter, and nimble. Nimble is good. Female. Excellent beard she has there, something to hang on to. I think, yeah. Hey Johnny, how you doing, my man? Yeah, she's an excellent cook. I think we're going to go with that one. Cass, let's find a name for you. I think Venusoft might be a nice name for you. Ooh. It would help if I could spell. Venusoft, there we go. And that was, of course, from Venusoft Games, who is a male, but you're playing a female dwarf here, as you do. Right, so that is the skills that we've got. I find it funny that she is the trait careful shooter, but has never fired a... Well, that's probably why she's careful, Falcon. Hey, Draconian, how you doing? Okay, so those are our 4 dwarves that we are starting with. Bit of a sausage factory, 3 men and a girl. So let's hope that doesn't breed any tension. Okay, first thing I need to do is pause. Okay. Now, here we are. And of course we have our lovely homestead here. Lots and lots of iron on the map, it seems. That's fantastic. Let's just take a good look around. More iron. There's so much iron. One thing that we'll probably be able to do with this vast quantity of iron that is everywhere is we'll be able to smelt that into steel ultimately. It looks like there's some gold down there as well. Silver. That's useful anyway. That more silver down there? Yeah. So, what's best for us as a group? We are right here at the moment. It looks to me like this might be a nice little starting cavern. So let's go to Architect. We will go to Structure. And we, first and foremost, we're going to need some walls. Dwarven reinforced wall. Let's get that here. Now, we know it gets cold here. Uh-oh. Oh no! Cancel that one. There we go. So we'll build those there. We're going to have a little double doorway, as you do. We're going to have a dwarven reinforced wall here as well. Now this isn't going to be something that our guys will love because it's going to be a barrack, but there we are, that's life. Doors here, doors here. And then look at that, they've got a little place to live. Let's go and look at furniture. We're going to take a couple of torch lamps, just pop them around so they can see. think that's probably going to be enough light in the short term. And then we're going to need some beds. Which I can't find. Ah, here they are. Now, can I actually elongate these and put them anywhere? Sorry, dwarves. Not going to be much room for you. And I think we'll take a bit of time to put some end tables in there because it does make them a little bit happier. Okay, so that's the basic necessities that will be covered. The next thing I need to do is I need to grab these. I'm going to allow hauling of those. I'm going to allow hauling... Hey, hey, hey. Fine, fine, I'll select all these individually, shall I? Oh, don't slaughter the pigs, why? USS Loneliest Testicle, what's going on there? We'll allow the hauling of all of these items. And then we will designate our people for certain jobs. We're okay for a little while, and that's something that we can not concern ourselves with massively in the short term. So, let's take a look at our guys' bios. You're excellent at shooting, you're relatively good at melee as well. So, I think you're actually our best shooter. The mech. Oh, no, you're not. Vanguard is our best shooter. So, I'm going to have you equip the dwarf horn bow, and also I'm going to have you wear the armour here and the helmet. So you do that. You hold shift in order to tell them to take different actions. And then, now that we've done that, we need to zone out some areas. Now, I want to get everything that I possibly can inside. So let's zone. We're going to have a stockpile zone right here next to the door. It's going to be messy. It's going to be horrible. But that's what we're going to do. We need a stockpile zone that will protect our goods, if at all possible. Let's unpause, let people do what they need to do. And Lamech, I'm going to want you to forswear that armour. We'll allow this to be hauled as well. And we can then go to work. We're going to go to manual priorities. And everyone is going to be on maximum priority firefight. Of course. And maximum priority as patient. When it comes to doctors, let's put both Vanguard and Draken, who are quite good at medicine, as the doctors. Bed rest, we'll stick at 3 for the time being. Basic, that can stay as 3. Warden. Yeah, we'll put you at 2. Am I naming your next Sin series? Why are we talking about your Sin series in here? Let's take a look at animal handling. Now, typically, most of our guys are fairly okay at handling, which is good. 6, 4. So you can go to 2. Cooking. That's fine. Hunting. Oh, blimey. Vanguard, you're just too good at everything. What's going on here? But you do need to be the hunter. So let's take your handling down to 3, because hunting is going to be more important. Construction. Lamech, you're the man. And mining. Yeah, we'll leave both of those on 3. Plant cutting. Vanguard. Draken and Venusoft can have that. Crafting, up to 2 there. Hauling, everybody goes on a 2, because I need you to get things done. Right, who's got the least responsibilities right now? I'd say, unfortunately for all of us, it's probably Lamech. So you're actually going to go up to a 2. That can be put on 4 for the time being. We're not going to concern ourselves with research. The urge to backseat is strong in this one. Backseat away, Johnny. Okay, so what we'll also do is we will allow any steel that we have around here to be hauled. A bit more wood there, good. Is there anything else I should concern myself with in the short term? Now, I think it might be wise if we were to get some production items. First things first, we're going to need a butcher table. Now, probably shouldn't put this inside, but I'm gonna. Can we fit that there? I don't think we can. Oh, do you know what we can do? We can just ask people to mine. We've got the time to mine, so let's make a bigger hole here. There you go. That makes us a little bit more space. We'll go. There you go. We'll go here as well. That should be fine. Get going. Colonists need beds. I know they need beds, you fool of a took. Need recreation variety. Okay, fine. Why don't we put you a little horseshoes pin outside. And we'll also make a chess table in here somewhere. Gonna pop it in the middle of the room. Furniture, chairs. Chairs are good. Dwarven stools, they sound nice. There we go. So that covers their recreation variety for the time being. Oh, Gul. In Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, the Colons, the Cylons, have an armoured carrier that kicks ass, apparently. Armour is stellinium, as Jingles would say. Can't go wrong with stellinium. Right, so everybody's getting things done. We do need to chop wood, and we'll do this directly outside of our base so they know what wood items they can have. There we go. And hopefully we're going to be able to get everything done and get this indoors by night time. Guardian says, I'm suffering badly, just came off my second week of 4 AM shifts. Ugh. So, a pretty irksome time then. Do you know what we haven't done? We haven't named the animals. Right, this animal is current. I can't remember how to rename them. Ah, here we go. We go to training, and I think we go here. Rename animal. Silhouette is the current name of the animal. But we're going to need to change that, and I think we're going to name this one Plissken. Oh, with a W, of course. Plissken. There we go. The animal's name is now Plissken. And the bear here, just called Grizzly Bear. Oh, Ellis. But we will rename that one to... Oh, who haven't we got so far? We'll name it to Shank. Thank you very much for your patronage, Shank. There we go. Alright, looks like we're getting our doors in. Good stuff. So everybody's going to be getting on with it. We can increase the amount of time that passes, but in the short term I don't think that's important. We're just going to let this go. We could set up some animal zones. Maybe that's a good idea. Architect, zone, expand allowed area, manage areas. We're going to need a new area called animals. There we go. We'll close that and we're going to expand the allowed area, animals. And it's basically going to be all of outside. Because I don't really want them messing up inside, ideally. So let's give them a bit more here. We'll try and keep them relatively close to home. Suppose you can come down here as well. Is that fertile soil there? This is rich soil, so perhaps getting some growing plots over here would be good. Right, let's zone a couple of growing zones. That's something that we're going to need to do. We'll go here. This is going to be for rice. And then we'll go for another grow zone. Next to it, right next to it, which is going to be... probably about this size. Oh no, I expanded the existing one. Oh fine, we'll have all of that for rice. You see if I care. Growing zone. Different grow zone, please. We'll leave a line of delineation between it, shall we? Let's expand this outwards. Oh. Yep, there we go. Make sure it's in the rich soil. to here, and this one is going to be for heal root. Can I do heal root? Is that a thing? Min skill 8. Oh, we do have somebody who's at skill 8. And then, of course, we need to get rid of all the wood there. So let's go with orders. Chop wood. Anything that's in this zone. Right. Let's see. We've got 2 of our beds so far. It's not even the first night yet. Oh my lord, we're amazing. Excuse me, what are you doing? Oh, I haven't. Okay. Okay, piggies. I need you to be in the animal zone. I'm going to allow my other animals inside for the moment. Okay, 3rd bed is nearly done. Got some tattered apparel here. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. It would be nice if we could get some better stuff in the near future. Who have we got on mining right now? Well, Lamech, why don't we just move you up on mining for the time being? 1. So you start mining as soon as you're reasonably able to. Is there anything else on the map that I should be aware of? You'll want a dumping stockpile. It's disgusting. Alright. Zone. Let's go for a dumping stockpile. We'll put that a little bit away from prying eyes, shall we? So let's put that down here. For the time being. There we go. We have a dumping stockpile. What does this get? Allows rotten and fresh. Fine. Chunks and corpses. Okay. Now, once we start hunting, which is going to be relatively soon, we will need to have a fresh animal corpse pile probably in here once we've cut it out. Overall, it's looking quite good. Let's speed up time a smidge, shall we? You planting things yet? No, of course you're not. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Let's take a look at work and see who is growing things. Oh, you're doing everything, aren't you, Vanguard? That on 2. Maybe take hunt down to 3 for the time being. I think hunt's going to be important. Coldest bed first, please. Well done, Lamech. Well done. So has your Rimworld already been modded to hell? Not as much as some people's. Mine's middling. Middling. And it looks like this is now indoors, is it? That's probably something that we should probably look. Build roof area. Well, maybe it's wise for me to make a roof here. Just to ensure that it is indoors. Come. Oh. Remove roof area here. That doesn't matter. The reason that we're putting a roof area in is just to make sure that this is indoors. I believe it already is. Ooh, Jarell says my new PC has arrived. Oh, that's nice. What do you mean games that aren't 5 years old? Who wants those? Nobody's interested in that. Looks like all of our people are relatively happy as things go. I think we might need some more light down there. Let's take a look. Let's go with furniture. We will go with a torch lamp. And I think we'll pop it just there. Wouldn't want it to be too dark for our dwarves, would we? Go on, Lamech. Yeah, build the crap out of everything. Oh, we've already got a light there. Let's cancel that. And we've already got some planting on the go. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And Lamech has finished his building schedule, so he's now going to do a bit of mining. Oh yes! It is night time. Right, fellas, you can go to sleep if you want, you know. It's alright. I don't mind. Oh, bit of cleaning there from Draken. Well done, Draken. Keeping everything okay. Felt like Rimworld was in alpha for 5 years. I think it was in alpha for 5 years. How cold or hot is it? Yeah. I think it's probably okay for the time being. See, these guys aren't going to be very happy at the moment because they're in a barracks. We can take a look and see how they're feeling about everything. Let's take a look at your needs. 8 without table. We haven't got a table yet. Soaking wet. It doesn't like that. Unsightly environment. Awful barrack. So what we'll probably try and do is we'll make separate rooms for them as time passes, kind of here, etc. Because they really, really don't like sleeping in a barracks together. Very low expectations. Magnificent. You know how it's supposed to be. Once we've got this mined out, first things first, we'll make a table because they like eating with a table, and then we'll have a butcher's bench here, and we will have a cooking area here, so we can make sure that we get meals in. We're fine with survival meals for the next couple of days, but we're not going to be in the long term. So there you have it, folks, the start of our colony. And now, I'm playing this exclusively on Twitch so I can talk to you guys, but I'm also recording this for YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a very short break for about 2 minutes, maybe refill my coffee cup, and then I will be right back. Thank you very much for watching this little segment, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on Twitch, don't go away.